Hello everybody, I am TonyScapone and I am back with a hot Ruby Storm list. It's pretty sweet. It's probably the best Ruby Storm that I've played in years, honestly, but give me a few minutes to get the word out on Discord. I will be right back. Hey everybody, we're live here on the Epic Storm YouTube. We're playing some Ruby Storm, and we are not even playing Lotus Petal in the main deck. We're not even playing Vexing Bauble in the main deck. This is not an accident. This is what I think is optimal at this time. So Vexing Bauble certainly got us thinking about whether or not we wanted to play Petal, and Modern certainly got me thinking about just how important Raw is, and Past in Flames. So basically the idea here is we are looking to maximize a few things here, mostly just alongside Raw, bonus round, Past in Flames, right? We want to maximize the amount of spells that we have that can trigger Raw, that can be cast off of Raw Ultimate, that can trigger bonus round and get copied, that can be reduced, right? Desperate Ritual can be reduced, being a +2 ritual as opposed to 1 with a Petal, and of course being able to get flashed back by Past in Flames. So we are creating the highest density of spells that synergize with all of those things, and it creates for a very smooth experience. For a while I was testing the fetch lands and one surveil land. I think the tipping point for me is I really couldn't tell what was better until I started to realize just how important our life total can be, especially with Ancient Tombs. You know, we can be taking hits from our opponent's board, lightning bolts. There's not a lot of lightning bolt right now, but whatever. Raw is important, and it deals a lot of damage to you sometimes. So I think not having fetch lands, taking less damage is more important than occasionally being able to surveil. So otherwise, we do have the Vexing Bauble in the sideboard. Post-board, I feel like there are a few cards that just get a bit worse. Jeska's Will is not as good post-board. Past in Flames not as good post-board. So oftentimes we're trimming these against blue decks, and it is very good to be able to bring in Vexing Bauble, but I think game one we just want to be as forward as possible and try to brute force as much as possible. And then in the event that we're not playing against blue, we also have our best deck. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped. This is one of my favorite decks. This is kind of what started it for me in terms of Storm, and I'm always happy to get back in it and jam some Ruby. So I do want to thank our sponsors, of course, and remind everyone that I also have my own YouTube, Twitch, Patreon. I'm about halfway through writing a sideboard guide for this. I might finish tonight or tomorrow, so links are in the description. You can check out my Patreon. There's a sideboard guide there. I think Bryant has also made one. I know he made a modern Ruby sideboard guide. It's possible he hasn't done a legacy, but certainly check out the Epic Storm Patreon as well. Plenty of sideboard guides there. Bryant has really been ramping up the sideboard guides for various decks, various formats. So check it out, and I will see you in round one.
Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game.
All right, so it's important to understand that this isn't like a budget list. It's not like we took a list and changed things to make it budget. It is optimal, or at least I believe this to be an optimal list. We can either go to 5 or we can keep a 1-lander. It's pretty strong if we hit a second land. Like, this is just almost surely lethal if we draw another land and our opponent doesn't interact, obviously. So I am going to keep. It's nice that we have a basic. One of these Desperate Ritual down. And we'll play a mountain. This is a spot that could be better if you had a Surveil land, obviously. But it's still, either way, it's a pretty risky hand, but so was going to 5, right? You didn't really want to see blue. We did get there. I think we're just supposed to chill. You could try to go for it. If they have no interaction, we would definitely kill them. Dreadnought. Okay. Well, it's not going to be too hard to make the decision now. Oh boy. Well, let's hope they don't have a daze. Huh. Definitely don't have a daze. Let's go second song first. If they have a force, they might use it on the spell post bonus round, and then we'll still have another Manamorphose. We don't necessarily need the extra mana from a bonus round Seething Song. If your Ruby opponent has 1 card in hand post bonus round, you definitely let it resolve. 2, there's some risk involved, but they might go for it. Okay. So if they have a force, they can wait for this trigger to resolve, and then they can double force it. But it looks like we're just in, which is nice. Oh yeah. Kind of the strength of bonus round is you tend to just win. There's not much in between. Let's keep it going. Hoping to hit one more major action spell. But I think it's pretty obvious they don't have anything. Ooh, roll. I mean, maybe they do. A lot of people don't really know how bonus round works. Like, yeah. And unless they have a second one here, they are dead. We can get another bonus round. And Inspired Tinkering. Cast another bonus. And we're off. Now, even if they have another force, which obviously they don't, but if they did, they could only counter 2 of these Tinkerings, and they're dead. Big time dead. I'm not even going to cast Thrall. It's just a bunch of triggers that I don't feel like dealing with. We don't have to. Who needs a cost reducer when you have bonus round, right? I guess I'll play one. Burning Wish. The Confluence. I'll just say no. And get him for 24. Sweet. Okay. Hey, what's up, Nava? We're going to play some Vexing Bauble. We're going to trim Jeska's Will. We're going to trim a Piff. And I'm going to trim 1 Desperate Ritual. So you might be wondering, why don't you just play Vexing Bauble in the main? If you're willing to play it and you're going to bring it in against blue decks, why wouldn't you just play it in the main? And I think it's actually a better plan in game 1 without Vexing Bauble. I think the goal is to brute force. I think Jeska's Will is a better card in game 1, and it just so happens that post-board, some of these cards get worse. Past in Flames gets a little worse because people tend to have some sort of interaction with the graveyard. Jeska's Will is worse because you're on the draw guaranteed. Well, if you win, of course. But generally speaking, when they know you're playing Ruby, they're going to be mulliganing more than your average game. So Will is worse. At which point, Vexing Bauble is a great card to have in the matchup. I'm not saying it's it's a totally fine card to play in your main deck, but I think this is a better plan overall as far as your original 60. Then also, in the event that you're not playing against blue, you don't have Vexing Bauble. Not that Vexing Bauble isn't useful in various non-blue matchups, because it is. But that was definitely a classic example of the opponent not quite knowing how to play against bonus round, which is understandable. It's not really a card that sees much play, right? We take those. This hand is pretty good. Definitely good. Oh, they're on a 1-lander. Could try to go here. I feel like it's unnecessary. Vexing Bauble is very funny against LED Storm decks for one, but it doesn't really help you pop off. I'm unsure how much I like it main board, barely played with it. Well, the good thing is it can cantrip if it's not effective. So it's still quite good. It's not like Defense Grid, right? Hmm. Alright, so we have upwards of 3, 5, 7, 8 mana, 7 post Bauble, 5 post Burning Wish, and we have a Past in Flames. We could do bonus round stuff. 5 post Burning Wish is a bonus round into Ren's Resolve. Let's go Vexing. Problem is they play Stifle. Go Desperate Ritual. Seething Song. Could also just relay here. And save these. Yeah, because bonus round into Ren's Resolve isn't actually that good. We don't have any mana past it. Take some sort of Past in Flames line. So 5, 6, 7, 3, 5, 7, 8. 6 post Burning Wish. That only gets us 1 more mana. Relay probably gets stifled is kind of the problem there. Kind of like just going Ren's Resolve. Okay. Don't hate that. 5, 6, 4. We could just make goblins. Again, stifle. I think I want to get a bonus round and pass. Let's do it. Wasteland will be annoying. Stifle. That would be a little annoying. They only have 4 cards. No, we get stifled, so it's stifle not. I mean, I suppose it could be control playing stifle, but I doubt it. Stifle Knot is typically neither Jeskai nor Esper. It's just blue-white. Again, it could be, but just, you know, traditionally, or not even traditionally, but typically, it's blue-white. I feel like an end step brainstorm is not okay. You're really only deciding what one card do I not want to draw into. You know? Alright. They're gonna hold up all three. I'm gonna start with Seething Song. We have enough to go bonus round Morphos, but then it gets stopped by even a single daze. No, you don't need push when you're playing white. You have the best removal spell in the whole game. That looks desperate to me. Alright. If there's no Stifle, they are in huge trouble. If there is Stifle, that's not great for us. Yep. Alright, if we can draw any ritual, obviously action would be pretty good too. No! Now we get a crack bauble. Or we don't have to, but I'm going to. Red Flame? Ruby? I mean, Ruby's not bad, but that's a bummer. Like, they probably need Force of Negation to stop us here. Let's go Mountain. In. Start with a song. Bonus round. Morphos? Oh, they just have nothing left. They are dead. I suppose Ren's Resolve could whiff. Oh my god, it did. Wow. Okay. Impressive. Thanks, Nava. We whipped on 6 draws. That's crazy. Wasteland into their graveyard. Good call. Good news is any action is going to get there for us. What is happening? Alright, they're going to put some pressure on. We got to draw something. Unless that's just the desperation dress down. Well, it would have been easy if we didn't whiff. All right. Okay. I have one card. Action. Yeah, dress down's gone. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, we have a good chance to flip. I hope their last card isn't swords. All right, let's go Rite of Flame. It's fine. We don't need to win these flips. I think we'll have like 2 or 3 chances. Storm's got to be 7. We won that flip. Won that one. Guess there's no advantage to casting spells with this one on the stack. For another bonus round, we just won 3 in a row that we didn't need to win. It's not necessarily good news. All right. We have 3 chances here. Hey, we got there. We ult the roll. Oh, yeah. Opponent is way mega dead. Casual draw 16. Play Ruby, play Burning Wish. We'll get Confluence. Then in case they're sandbagging a Stifle, we can get Gambit. And empty. And Piff, sure. And then we're just going to say no. And see if this is good enough. How'd we do? Looks good to me. Nice. We 2-0'd Stifle Not. Not an easy thing to do. We're 1-0. See you in round 2.
Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks.
Otter Slaughter says, I see what you're doing here, Mr. Ruby Storm on a Tuesday. Yes, Ruby Tuesday. Yeah, sure, we can keep this. Mox Diamond, generally good for us. Okay, it's lands. Whoa. That's not good. Sphere is one thing, but Mox Exploration land sphere? Holy crap. Mulch. We got loam. Okay. We gotta find a cost reducer. Although they have besiege you. It's gotta be a roll. We can't just play that. They can loam. Play it, activate. So we'll go Rens. Ugh. It's gonna be close. We might be able to break through. Saga Wasteland. It hit for 4. Five. I think they have exactly lethal next turn. They have opted out of holding up Boseiju. So if I went Ancient Tomb, Ruby, I'd have 2 left. 3. It's not good enough. If I pass, I got 2 5/5s. They would have to make 3 artifacts. Yeah, they can just make 2 constructs and get an artifact. Three, 2. This is Reckless Impulse has to hit another Rite of Flame. It did. Still can't play the other Ruby. This has got to hit some sort of ritual. Oh. Bummer. I mean, on the play, we win this. And we're almost always going to win against them. Certainly game one. But being on the draw and them having literally the nut start, it does not get better than what they started with. Yep. See, they could have made 16 power, so we did have to go for it. I don't think I really want Blast Zone. There's not really all that many scenarios where this is actually going to get ticked up to 2 and then blow up. Maybe I want an extra land instead of a Piff, though. Piff isn't great against them. We mostly just want to get cost reducers into play. That's how you beat spheres. If the second cost reducer we hit was a Rawl, that would have worked too, because it would have cost 1 less. And is pretty good. Hey, what's up, Aiden? Exploration, Field of Ruin, pass. Force of Vigor? No. Let's go in. Five, 3. Graveyard interaction. A trap. Sure. Okay. So we gotta draw some action here. Let's go Song. Morphos. Okay. Might work. Three, 4. 3. There we go Desperate. We go bonus round. Go Rite of Flame. Go Impulse. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're getting there. Got him. How easy is Ruby Storm to pilot? I'm primarily a standard player, but looking to break into Modern with a fairly cheap deck, and Ruby Storm seems to be that. I wouldn't say it's necessarily easy, but I don't think it takes a lifetime to be proficient with it. It's going to be initially difficult, but you should be able to get pretty decent with it fairly quickly. And then it'll be a matter of, you know, you can win a lot of games, but you might wind up losing a certain amount of games that just, like post-board games get very nuanced, right? And that's where the reps start to give you better numbers. There's the sphere. I was really hoping we drew a mountain. Way easier in Modern than Legacy, I'd say. In some ways, but not really. I think the hardest part about it is post-board, knowing your opponent's decks. So we have not drawn a land. And I think Modern is a much wider format. So I think it's more difficult to get good with the deck. At least that's my opinion. They only hit one thing. It's kind of nice. Yeah, it's worth playing. It's Metamorphose. No attack because of endurance. I don't know. We either do 1,000,000 damage or we don't. Come on. Alright, question is, do we flip and start ticking up? They don't have anything on board. I'm gonna say yes. I guess they have, Grove says Punishing Fire. And rolls a 1/3, whereas this can get chipped away. They have another trap. Okay, well. Roll being at 6 is pretty good. I mean, had we drawn a land at any point here, we'd be golden. We'd have already won. But no Punishing Fire yet. That's a saga. It's going to be one turn too late for this roll. Oh, come on, man. Problem is, if we don't draw any mana, I mean, there are roll hits, but it is not impossible for us to roll ult and just not get there. Like, it's really got to hit a ritual. Okay. It's kind of weird. I'm still gonna ult. Oh, yeah. So let's go Desperate. Then go Ruby. And these go back to being free. They're free, but then they're taxed, and then they're reduced. Yep. If they hit the ruby, we can respond. Yep, Beseiju. What's this? Oh, Force of Vigor. Okay. Let's respond. 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 Get the Ren's resolve. Wasn't great. So Sphere would be costly to kill. So you don't have Shattering Spree. Be Fiery Confluence. 6, 7, 8 mana. 5 mana post Burning Wish. Storm is 7. They have no cards in hand. It only costs 1. Ugh. These actually go down a mana. We gotta find cost reducer. Jeez. It's bad. It's so close. Oh, I can't even write a flame when I only have 1 left. The new set is giving Red some fun new cards to work with. Another win condition and so on. Both stalled out. Yeah, I mean, that's their fault. Jerk. Trap, Sphere, Force of Vigor. We're still in it. William WK says, wait, what? Who are you? I am TonyScapone. Are you expecting Bryant? He doesn't do the live streams. I do every other Tuesday. Jordan does Thursdays. Mountain's not a bad draw. We can go Rite of Flame Raw. Wow. That's your last card. There's no City of Traders. Oops. Okay, we're officially back in trouble. The costly cards are 4 Ancient Tombs and 4 Jeska's Wills. That's like the bulk of the cost. Three, 7, 8, we go to 9. So only 1 draw left. Yeah, we're dead. Well, they're prepared. Trap, Force of Vigor, Sphere. This is a very favorable matchup. The only reason we really lost it was game 1. We lose the die roll, and they go land, exploration, land, or Mox, exploration, land, land, Sphere. And we kept a pretty slow hand, so this is what it is. See you in round 3.
With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week?
Yeah, for a deck that doesn't really interact with Ruby Storm that much, they had an incredible amount of relevant interaction. Ship it. We will jam Moren's Resolve. You want to daze it? No. The best draw here is Ancient Tomb. Right, but not every lands deck is playing main deck spheres and a bunch of interaction. Also, like Force of Vigor, Endurance, even Trap oftentimes isn't even good against us. All right. Seems like no days. I'm gonna get hit by Prismatic Ending, though. I can feel it. It's a Narset? No, it's a pending. Holding up Volk as opposed to Tundra. Roll's pretty good. I'm gonna cast Wren's first. That was pretty good. Sure. Swords, but now they're tapped out. Oh, baby. Hmm. Mana? Oh, wow. Okay. How about a Burning Wish? So they have nothing. We'll get a Past in Flames. Yep. Easy game. All right. Let's play Xings. Let's play. Got a Piff. Jessica's Will. Let's go. Classic nothing. So you play Blast Zone mostly because you don't want to get caught by Deafening Silence. They can't really interact with Blast Zone, so it's kind of nice. And post board, Piff, Jessica's Will, both those cards get considerably worse. So we have Vexing Baubles. It feels a little weird cutting an Ancient Tomb, but I don't think we can just straight up go up 2 lands, and I don't want to get rid of a red source. Blast Zone actually looks better than second Ancient Tomb here. They mulliganed. Okay. Alrighty then. Is Bergie just not good enough in Storm Shells anymore? I wouldn't say necessarily not good enough. I play it in the Epic Gamble, which is probably top 2 best Storm decks in the format. Right, Ruby was very good draw. Yeah, it is nice that we can just kill Tamiyo. That's fine. I mean, if I had another Rite of Flame, I would have cast it next. So everything's resolving, but we're drawing only lands. Guess I'll cast it. I'm getting Tinkering. Just get past in Flames. It's only so good though, right? It's Reforged, but I don't really want to draw them a new hand. Yeah, let's go Tinkering. Is there a link to the deck list? Yes. It's in the description. I'm halfway through a sideboard guide too. I'm gonna finish it later tonight, which you'll find on my Patreon, also linked in the description. That was a good draw. Did you draw something? They did. They did not crack the clue. Unless their goal is to crack 2 of them this turn to flip Tameo. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Which is fine. They plus it and then I kill it with Blast Zone. They did draw 3 cards off of it. Brutal, man. Let's draw a non-land, please. Another Tameo. Come on. No brainstorm, no brainstorm. Actually, it doesn't matter. They would still die. Triumph. Okay. Action, please. Bruh. And at this point, they probably have another piece of interaction. They're not doing anything. They are playing a lot of lands, so maybe it's all lands. Kind of like our hand. Ooh. Huh. Two, four. Yeah, I think it's past in Flames. Force of negation. No. Are we just in? Just completely in. It's insane. They must have a swords for this raw. Let's play it. Hopefully we don't die to it. Got a whole lot of instants to save it. We won the flip. Not yet. Lost the flip. We're flipping. I think we won. They're gonna counter it. This is a consign. Or not. Moto is lagging. Okay. No bonus round. Song. Wish. Bonus round. Jeskai mana, which I'm not sure what that represents, to be honest. Yeah, right? Weirdly specific. I mean, I think they just auto-tapped because it was a blue, a white, and then red is the first color on these, I believe. We're not going to play Raw. I didn't need to play this Ruby, but whatever. Let's get this over with. Piff. We can bonus round again. Then we can wish. I guess if we Confluence for 24, they could swords their thing. So let's hunt for one more bonus round. Now they've had enough. This was the point, that they had enough. All right. Sweet. 2-1. See you in round 4.
Want early access to articles at theepicstorm.com? Become a member of our Patreon to get articles 7 days early, on top of other sweet benefits, and help us pay our website team. You can sign up at patreon.com/theepicstorm.
Not as fun as Tony spinning wheels, though. We do like to spin. Sure, why not? Go ahead. Nice to have a cost reducer. Okay. Whoa. Ooh, baby. Okay. This is either Mystic Forge or Jewel or PO. Least likely would be Jewel. We only play one opal. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5 mana if we want it. I think we get a bonus round. Bonus. And now they're almost surely dead next turn. Karn doesn't do anything to us. We don't care about One Ring triggers. Need to just not actually die. So this is Mystic Forge. We just don't want to see a Paradox Engine. Okay, that's good news. Oh, shit. Three, four. Guess we go Rite of Flame. Bonus round. Desperate. Red, red, we missed. Red, red. Ruby. Song. Fast in Flames. Then we bonus round again. And we get 4 Manamorphose on the backside. Ding. To be honest, these Ruby Storm versions are too slow to me without wheeling through the LED Echo version of Storm. Certainly seems to be a different construction. I'm sure I like it more being a less fair deck. Yeah, I mean, it's different strengths and weaknesses, right? The strength is you have bonus rounds, so you can just play around hate. Like, you just don't care about hate. You don't care about Vexing Bauble. The only thing we care about is, like, Deafening Silence and sometimes Sphere effects. But obviously, we naturally combat the Sphere effects thanks to Ruby and Rawl. Let's go get Confluence. That's gonna be it. No reason to show them that we can beat the One Ring. Okay. Like they can go turn 1 Karn, and I mean it might win them the game, but it's not like just lights out. I don't think we change anything. This could be a turn 1 if we draw a bonus round. I haven't turned 1 with this deck in quite a bit. I will say the new version is slower, but I do think it is a lot better. Yeah, they really went all in on that. Oh. We can go up to 3, go Ruby. Morphos goes to 2, 5, draw 3 off of Will. I mean, giddy up. Oh, baby. So OP said, damn, I don't know the last time I saw Ruby Storm. I forgot how much you can do, lol. Get past in Flames. Could draw 3, go from there. We could bonus round, but we'd only have 1 mana post 6 cards from Jeskai Control. It would have to hit a Red Flame, Desperate Ritual, or Manamorphose, which is pretty likely, but I don't think I want to go for that. It would be funny to Confluence and just kill 3 other things. I think we passed in Flames. So we got a 4, we got a 1. We can recast these. Then we're only getting 1 card, and then Jeskai Control, but just with a ton of mana. So I guess I'm just gonna look at 3 cards here. Okay. Rite of Flame, Rimpulse. Roll. Ren. Instantly win the flip. That's a turn 1, baby. That is an easy turn 1. Oh. Oopsie. Bonus round. Fiery Confluence. We will play around Trap, even though it's clear they don't have it. Might as well. OP said, can you win without passing flames after I killed them? Or show them the win con. Can I win without passing flames? I don't know, you tell me. It just dead. Damn! We got a turn one! Love it. Okay. Hey man, we are 3-1 and all of our wins are 2-0s and have been smooth sailing. So I will see you in the final round. Hopefully we get that 4-1.
The best legacy podcast? That would be Eternal Glory featuring myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We're available on all major podcast platforms and YouTube.
Seems like you can, in a way, afford to be slower now that Reanimator doesn't seem to dominate the format, and now we're seeing a better mix of decks. We are not seeing a better mix of decks, and the same deck is still pretty much dominating the format. It's pretty much Blue Black Frog, Grixis Frog, and Eldrazi. That's the format. But I will immediately digress because this can get pretty gloomy pretty quick. Looking like a solid turn 2. A mountain in this economy. Mountain, go. All right, so as long as they pass the turn with at least 4 cards in hand, we should be able to kill them, like, very easily, even. That's fine. Just don't follow up with something else, and hopefully no Spirit Guide too. Oh, that makes it even easier. Jessica's Will, bonus round, Rite of Flame. It'll be easy. Anamorphose. Oh my. Roll. We splice in. Oh, we splice in. Not yet. Mana, mana, mana. Mana. Lost the flip. Another bonus round. Oop, we won the flip. Yeah. Oh, we'll just win. How's that? We'll just win. Just won't even use the roll. Bang, bang, bang. Easy game. Oh, well, imagine just sitting there for the last 5 minutes and not actually getting a turn. Well, they seemed happy about it, the previous opponent. They appreciated that they hadn't seen Ruby in a while. Okay, so last one doesn't really do anything. Vexing Bobble, there's an argument for it on the play, but not really. We're good. Yes, by the numbers, it's still very not diverse format. That being said, I've been watching the tourney list posted online. What makes the top 10s is not a lot of UB even seen. What top 10s? You mean top 8s? What top 8s are you looking at? Basically, the more competitive the tournament is, the less that statement is true. Okay, we have no action, but we do have a cost reducer. We get some land drops. I mean, wouldn't fault you for tossing this back. Some burn decks in top 8, so it's getting better. I mean, you must be looking at, like, you know, are you looking at MTG top 8? Because they post, like, FNMs and stuff. You know, look at how many players, what the event is. We played the challenge last Sunday, and 6 out of our 7 matches were blue-black X frog decks. 4 blue-black, 1 Grixis, 1 Doomsday. All frog. Oh, they're playing Painter. This is more concerning. We are dead, unless they have no mana. And we didn't draw action. If we drew action, we would have had a good... not a good chance, but a chance. Yeah, I mean, smaller events having different stuff has always been true, even at the height of grief. Yeah, you can see it. There it is. Check it out. They had the mana. What were we gonna draw out of our deck that has no cards in it? Yeah, we just gotta be on the play. I did keep a bad hand. That's on me. But we would have had to have had a turn 2. Which is, you know, frequent. The new set will make red a newer dominant color if used right. I think they need to chill out with the sets. We're just going to be permanently behind where we need to be in terms of bans because they're printing things too fast and too powerful. There's a decent chance of being a turn 2. We draw any ritual or cost reducer. Ruby? I think I just cast one of these here. Okay. I need to find some sort of mana source. One more mana source. Or Morphos. That does it too. Yeah, I mean, it's, I think it's the new company there. Seems Magic will always be paying for someone in Wizards long ago liking blue cards and decks more than any other color. Yeah. Not an unreasonable take. Or do they have an active welder? As of right now, they have no artifacts in play, though. And there's not too many things they, I mean, if they're running a Trinisphere, that could be a problem. We can beat Trinisphere, but we'd have to draw Seething Song, and then we're actually still one mana shy. Need a mana source. Ancient Tomb, Mountain, Rite of Flame, Desperate Ritual, a Manamorphose. Jeska's Will, probably. Seething Song. What is going on here? It's gonna be Painter. Damn it, Tony, you're not winning fast enough. Gotta get to Hannaford's before it closes at 10. It's not me! They're 3 minutes behind us. We've only used 3. I know you're joking, but ooh, alright, that works. Trap will hurt. Oh, they can't trap. They have Vexing Bauble. Alright, they're done. Alright, is this fast enough for you? Was that fast enough for you? They are dead. Easy 4-1. Easy 4-1. I feel like that's the most frequent result that I get with this deck. If you can manage to dodge blue-black or just tempo decks, including Doomsday, Tempo, Doomsday, and Black-Red Reanimator, then you crush, right? Like, we lost against lands in an unlikely scenario. Otherwise, smooth sailing. Even just blue in general isn't necessarily difficult. It's more so tempo, especially in its blue-black X form. We played the challenge 4 blue-black decks, 1 Grixis, 1 Doomsday, and then we played Red Prison. We crushed Prison, we beat one of the blue-black frog decks, and then we just had a bad time. I'll say that. Not a good time. But if you can dodge those, and the deck is absolute gas, it's not like you have no game against tempo. It's just really difficult. Black Red Reanimator, you pretty much have no game. You have to have a super fast hand, and we have slowed down. It's not worth trying to speed up. It's not even worth playing ley lines. The matchup is still really bad, so it's just kind of a waste. Okay, so then what could or would be able to change then when it comes to those decks? To be honest, those decks are always the decks to beat. Too, it's a hard question. No, you just play a different deck. Trust me, we have tried warping this deck so many different ways to be good against what it's bad against, and it's okay to have bad matchups. It's a bummer that, you know, it's the best deck, but it is what it is. The deck is extremely powerful for a $600 deck. I understand that $600 is not necessarily budget for everybody, but in comparison to what other legacy decks tend to go for, and the power level that this deck does have, excellent choice. So, can't say enough about it. Before we sign off, of course, I want to thank our sponsors. I want to thank the Epic Storm. I want to mention that, of course, I have my own YouTube. Twitch, I mostly stream on Twitch. I actually haven't done YouTube content in like a month. I'll get some videos out there, but Patreon, well, you'll find sideboard guides. You will find the sideboard guide to this deck on my Patreon, either way later tonight, more likely tomorrow night. I'm about halfway done with it. It won't take me too much more. So check that out. There's also a sideboard guide for the Epic Gamble. I'm going to be doing a sideboard guide for Jewel on Saturday with another Jewel enthusiast. So that'll be there. So check all those out. Certainly check out the various perks of signing up for the Epic Storm YouTube and Brian's Patreon, where he makes all sorts of sideboard guides across various formats. So check it out. Dude, 600 is nada. So yeah, it's great. Yeah, it really is. It's a sweet deck. Not a super high cost. And you get to play a bunch of basic mountains. What more can you ask for, huh? Alrighty, so I'm going to sign off. I will be streaming on my Twitch, of which, like I said, all those links in the description below. But I will be streaming Thursday will be the next time. So have a good rest of the night, day tomorrow, and I'll see you on my Twitch on Thursday. Peace out, y'all. Keep streaming. Keep storming. Keep streaming. Whether or not you are, just start doing it and keep doing it. See you.